Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Ramen Bomber and Rab and the one and only Peanut. Woo! Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Bitches.
I guess he was taking a shit one day at like a Raw taping.
These should be easy for starting out here.
Don't patronize me.
This southern motherfucker. Just giving a WCW question.
3 count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Job Radio, episode number 12, according to Rab, but like episode 20-something according to everybody else. First of all,
I only count the ones that I'm on.
Oh yeah, that is probably true. The guy that no-showed on the last episode.
He's got you, Bomber.
Yeah.
I only count the ones that I'm not on. I don't count.
That's true. And you know what? First of all, fuck you for no showing last time. What did you say? You took a sleeping pill or something? What was going on? Muscle relaxers?
No, I took some muscle relaxers and then I fell asleep on the couch.
Well, anyway, you heard it right there. Rab, anything else going on? I heard you're moving. I heard are you in your new house, your old house? Where are you?
No,
at right now?
I'm in the old house, but I don't. The table and my chair and all that's in the new house.
Okay.
I am in the process of moving to a nice house. I hope. It might be awful. I don't know.
So wait, your current house is not a nice house? Is that what you're saying?
It's aight.
It's all right. All right. Well, well, the guy who's gonna be fucking many bitches, as he said.
No, right. Get it right.
Okay, sorry. I'm fucking many interracial bitches.
Thank you.
Yeah, Zion. What's
I
going
think
on?
he really meant multicultural.
No, I meant
Interracial.
interracial.
Well, he said interracial, so
They don't sound interracial.
Oh, they do though. Shaniqua, calm it down. Calm it down. Yeah, back it up.
That's
You know what I like?
That makes it multicultural, not
There was
if
one
she's
time-
is she Shaniqua Gonzalez? Then maybe.
Yes. Yeah, that's what she is.
Okay.
he
How'd you
never
know?
said, he never
Have you
said
been
last
the
name.
Same girl? Have you been the same one? That's insane. Hey, there's one time, just to be off topic before we really get into it. When I remember back in the day, one of my friends stayed over we had like a gaming night or whatever, and we started watching TV before he fell asleep. And this music video came on, and it was like a rap music video. So a bunch of black dudes like dancing around. Just, it's fine. They got all the black bitches. They put up their asses, and I'm like, oh, it's whatever. It's cool. And then all of a sudden, this like legit 400-pound black woman came in a tiny little like thong and started like throwing her ass around, and they're like, oh yeah, look at that. And I'm like, what is this? What's happening here? Why are they encouraging her future death? This is ridiculous. She's not attractive. She looks like she's got some sort of mechanism that's slowly spreading her cheeks apart. I don't like it. Got to throw it out there. Don't like
Okay,
it.
well, that was a good story. That was a good story.
It's a true story.
You were not the focus for that marketing attempt.
Yeah,
I guess-
I don't think so.
No, but like what cultures out
What's
there?
her name? Shaniqua.
A 400-pound woman. I don't care like what race she is, but like that's gross. She's disgusting.
Some people like that. Some people like it.
Oh man, more for them to pick out, I guess.
So anyway,
Shallow Hals.
Anyway, and our fourth man today, we got the returning Scott. Thank you for coming back and filling it, because this time last time you filled in for Rab. This time Peanut no shows. Dear Lord, what's going on, man?
I was wondering how long Matt's story was going to go before he even got to say anything. Jesus Christ!
I was about to say you're about to totally phase him out.
That was the same night we made the NOW tag team titles, baby.
Dear Lord.
I'm really happy to have Lee back on the show today.
Yeah, oh, God.
Lee, doing great, man. How are you, Lee?
Yes, and everybody that listening, yes, Lee is not here as well because he's been working the past like month, so he hasn't been able to get back on the show. But Scott
that
again
wasn't Lee?
filling in. No, it's not Lee. It's Scott.
It's not Lee.
It's not Lee. It's Scott.
It's some. Do you guys like? Is there like a white guy meeting room where you pull these random white dudes out of? I mean, Jesus.
It's racist me. All my friends are apparently all white, so I just bring a new whitey onto the show, and that's how.
Got even more weight too. I'm Canadian, so there's
Yeah.
that.
He's so
Lee's
he's like,
Canadian.
Oh, really?
Yes, he is, isn't he? Yes, he is.
I'm telling you,
oh,
it's just
oh.
Lee.
This is Lee. All right, sorry, Scott. You're now Lee. Just deal with it.
Oh,
Lee 2.0.
I get
So-
to be at the start and everything. God damn.
So Lee started out as Peanut 2.0, and now Scott's starting out as Lee 2.0. Nice, I like
Yeah,
that.
what's that about?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Because he's Canadian. Oh,
Dear Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here, have a Molson.
But I don't even know what that is. I did not get that reference.
Yeah, I didn't either, actually.
Molson, is that a beer?
Yeah, it's a beer.
Okay, sorry, I didn't
And
get it.
Beer.
I didn't get it.
Coming from the guy.
Next time I'll say Labatt's. Next time I'll say Labatt's.
That's another beer. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a beer guy, but anyway, first of all, guys, I'm really excited because finally we're gonna get to do the trivia show today. Finally, we're gonna get to the trivia show. Scott, I hope you brushed up on some trivia. Some.
Nope.
No. Okay. I hope everybody
go.
else. I hope everybody
Are we
else
doing
has.
that for real?
Yes, we're doing this tonight.
Okay,
right now.
is this like, Okay, I'm. This is like wrestling trivia.
It's gonna be It's wrestling trivia. No, it's music trivia.
Roseanne trivia.
1980s country music trivia. Let's do this.
Roseanne had a pretty awesome final episode, though, especially when they
was
revealed
gonna say,
she'd been dead for like years. That was hardcore.
Dude,
awful episode.
Roseanne
Awful
went
episode.
crazy once.
The last season was bad.
What is that when he
season
started
started
cheating on her? Is that when Dan started cheating on her or something?
I don't know. He should have. She's disgusting, and he's actually a husband.
Yeah, but
But he was dead the whole time.
He's dead the whole time. Yeah, from
But
like
they won the
season
lottery.
5, something like that.
wait, what?
They ended up saying that he had died like basically into like the first
So-
few seasons of the show, and everything after that was all in her head.
No,
Actually,
it was toward the end of the show. Towards the end of the show, there's an episode where Dan. I watched a lot of Roseanne. It was a great show.
Apparently,
Has a heart attack,
you fucking
and
nuts?
after that, he recovers, and they win the lottery, and then all this other crazy stuff happens, and then you find on the last episode that he never actually recovered from the heart attack. He died from it, and everything after that was like she had become a writer.
Oh my god, I used to watch a little bit of Roseanne, but I don't remember any of that shit.
well, because it was when nobody was watching it anymore.
Oh, that's probably what it was. But anyway, enough Roseanne talk, guys.
I don't think there's ever enough Roseanne talk, Brad. Let's do a special all Roseanne.
We did China last time. Now it's Roseanne this time.
There were two Beckys.
Yeah.
What?
And then remember, Rab, how
yeah.
it was revealed that they were like dating the opposite people that she put them with.
Yes, they were. The two daughters were actually dating the opposite people.
What was the point of that? I don't even understand why they did. It doesn't even fucking make sense.
It
I don't even know
sounds
if you're
rather
ta-
Russo-like.
Yeah.
And they
Swerve.
and in quote unquote real life, the sister became a lesbian, but in her dream version, her mom became a lesbian instead.
So weird.
I
This
first
was-
of all want to thank Scott for trying to implement wrestling a little bit
right.
into that.
say though, Rab, is I would say at least I remember it though. 90% of
I
other
remember all
shows,
that.
I don't remember it at all. But I remember that was so weird that I'll never forget the end of Roseanne.
Oh well.
Do 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 do.
So yes.
Roseanne was friends with Dan Severn.
Really?
What?
No way.
Is this?
I want-
Is this for
more
real?
info now. Go.
Yeah.
Well,
Seriously.
you remember Roseanne was married to what's the name? The guy used to be on the
Tom
Best
Arnold.
Damn Sports Show. Period.
Yeah.
This is way
What's that guy's
too
name?
much Roseanne.
Tom
Tom
Arnold.
Arnold.
Tom
Tom Arnold.
yes.
So she was
Yeah.
married to Tom Arnold.
I knew that.
And Tom Arnold, from doing all that sports stuff, became friendly with Dan Severn,
Huh.
and they became friends with Roseanne. Roseanne and Dan Severn were friends.
So Roseanne put over Dan Severn like he deserved to be put over.
Absolutely.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Yep.
Back to wrestling.
So,
All
not back to it. Starting wrestling. Here we go. Well, first of all, everybody that got fired lately. First of all, I want to know: does anybody have any
Let's
input
go
on
down
that?
let's go down the checklist. Give us the name and let's talk about it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, I want to go. Since Zion, you've had some interaction with him. What are your thoughts on Hornswoggle getting?
I don't know. I sent him a
Getting
text and told him, I
Yeah.
hope everything's okay. I have a feeling he got probably like 1,000 bajillion text messages, so I never heard back from him on it.
He was on Stone Cold's podcast. I didn't listen to it, but he was recently on Stone Cold's podcast talking about it. So everybody said it was a really good episode.
I think that he knew it was coming for a while because he hasn't even been on the road with them. So I think he expected it, but that still sucks. It sucks to get it because I would argue at one point he was one of the like bigger money makers in the company when they were pushing him as a kid friendly thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he made a lot of money, and hopefully he saved it up and whatnot. But I mean, come on. I mean, they aren't using midgets obviously anymore, smaller people, because they got rid of El Torito also, which arguably is an incredibly popular person over in Mexico. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter your skill level. You could be like the Michael Jordan of midget wrestlers, and they just aren't going that direction anymore. So it didn't surprise me that either of those guys got released at this point.
Yeah.
No,
Anybody
did you
else?
see Hornswoggle had posted to Twitter right before he got released this whole thing about, oh my God, it was like a throwback Thursday to like, I've been there 10 years. Oh, how great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then he got released like immediately.
Well, they just released we'll talk about it, but like Brooklyn Brawler,
Oh,
if he got
God,
released,
Right,
anybody
Brawler got
gets
released.
released. Doesn't matter how long you've been there. He's
Did he?
30 years with the company. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. He was the last one. There are rumors that in the next week though they're going to do another round of them.
Good. Maybe.
Yes, was it
well-
pay-per-view?
Technically, Christian got his performer contract released.
Which doesn't
So-
matter.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah,
retired
it's
for
not
2
wrestling
years,
anyway,
but
so
that
it
was
doesn't-
technicality. That's the most
Yeah,
recent.
it doesn't matter.
Huh.
He's been
Yeah.
done.
No, I mean
Yeah.
all these. There's only one that I'm upset about, and I'm sure everybody else is upset about too. The rest of them, I mean, once Linda started campaigning and trying to become
Yeah.
a bigwig in the politician world, it's just like they were too scared to let people go, and then they're just paying them for nothing. They're not doing anything with these people, and I think it hurts not only the company, but it was hurting them too, because instead of being out and building up maybe an indie base or doing something else with their lives, they're just hoping to God the company starts paying attention to them again. So like you see like a Drew McIntyre, he's doing excellent on the indie scene, and that's because
Yeah.
they let him go, and now he's building up a reputation. He may actually come back due to how well he's done after his release.
So I remember Triple H loved him, didn't he, back in the day? When
Yeah,
he
I think
was
a
in
lot of
there?
people did. He had a lot of heat issues because of his stuff that happened between him and his ex-wife while they were in the company.
And-
To his Tyrell, whatever the hell her name is.
Taryn, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but now, hell, with Drew, with Triple H kind of in the more power sway position,
Yeah, I could see him
that bodes
coming back.
well in a couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. But let's get. What do you think, Scott, about Hornswoggle?
I'm kind of surprised he's gone because I figured he'd be there kind of forever in that ambassador kind of way. Like
Yeah,
he might never wrestle, but he'd always be around.
I thought they
Nah,
were missing on him and Kids, because Kids still
Yeah.
really liked him. When we hung out with him when we went to WrestleMania 31, and just when we were walking around, we were bar hopping with him, and like Kids, holy shit, he hadn't been on TV in like 2 years, and Kids would still run up to him, give him hugs, ask for pictures and stuff. Like he was over with children like crazy.
Yeah,
How do you feel,
that
how did
role's
he feel
perfect.
about that?
What?
About all the little kids always running up to him?
No, he loved the Kids. I'd say one funny story, and I don't think he'd be like mad about saying it. We were having a drink in a bar in front of a big window, and by the way, he is a cool ass motherfucker. Just throwing it out there. He's a big LA Beast fan. He was sitting there, and like this one guy walked up and just started taking a picture of him, and they. At least now I don't think they care about it. But back then, they were told by management not to be filmed or take pictures with alcohol in hand. They wanted
Sure.
to make
Makes sense.
So this guy started taking a picture of him, and he's like taking shots with us, and so he had Chris stand in front of him, so he couldn't get the picture. And he's like, if that guy had just walked in and asked me for a picture, I'd give it to him. But if he's just standing out there like an asshole taking a picture of me, that's. But he said the only exception is Kids. So like there was a few times where Kids would walk by the window and try to take a picture, and then he would pose for him and give him a picture. He loved having Kids come up to him.
That's
So
another reason to
that's-
keep him too, because
Yeah,
not
I
everyone
think-
is even that way. If he likes it
Exactly.
and they like him, why would you give that up?
Yeah, just make him like a manager or something. But I think they're just getting away from having people of that stature on the show altogether. I don't think they want any of them.
Yeah, it's just weird how they couldn't find anything small for him anymore. Like,
Nah.
he hasn't- oh wow, okay, wow,
It
not
was just out of-
planned.
it was just too far out of reach. There's not much you can do.
There you go.
You should have seen him
Dear
and Chris, because when my partner Chris Reckless gets into it, they both get drunk. They were just Chris was calling him, fat ass, broken tooth, and he would get on him about being a midget. It was very classic. It was good stuff. But he's a nice guy. I know that when he comes back out here, because I'm sure he's going to be doing like signings and stuff at conventions. I'm sure he's going to come back and do the show again. So he's good people.
Well, he's already gotten bookings as Swoggle, so
Yeah, that's
Swoggle,
great.
There you go.
Okay,
He is
Yeah.
Swoggle now. Swoggle.
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, what about? I was kind of surprised. What about Alex Riley? What do you guys think about Alex Riley?
I think it's his own damn fault.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he
I
was a
think he
dick.
caused it. Yeah, he's a dick,
huge-
and that's
He
the
was a
biggest
giant
problem.
dick.
Yep.
He was always complaining about not being pushed,
Yep.
like publicly. And I mean, how public is Alex Riley's Twitter? like 3 people see it, but still,
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
that's public enough to not be a dick, to the company. It's really surprising he didn't get released before, because he's been like this for a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was doing commentary with NXT, and he's like, "No, I want to be a performer." So he went out. He died on his Shield, but he couldn't quite cut it, even like a Miz type. Like he just didn't have something to grab outside of, look, it's a dude.
Yeah.
What's he do? He's intense. Yeah, so is Matt Hardy. At least he's got
Rage.
something, right?
Yeah, Matt Hardy had
there's
the
nothing
Hardy
there.
Fall back on.
There's nothing there, and that's.
Yeah.
But if you get him in the right position, maybe he could cut it. But he never did.
Yeah, I think he had 2 things that were key to his downfall. First thing was because he was a really good commentator. I remember I gave him a lot
Yeah,
of
he was pretty
praise.
good.
I liked him as the heel commentator until they picked Graves, and Graves makes him look like an asshole. Like
Yeah.
Graves is just amazing. But I think he publicly went out and started saying, "I want to wrestle. I don't want to do announcing." So number one, like that's a big no-no. Like he should have been not public about that. But they gave him a chance to wrestle, and I remember he had that thing with Owens. And the best part of that whole feud was Kevin Owens casually kicking him while running away from Finn Balor. But the thing I think that got him is right when they gave him a push, he got hurt.
Yeah.
So that was it. I mean,
It was the
that
Ziggler effect for that.
Yeah, and they don't release talent when they're hurt. So I think they waited until he got back, gave him a few matches, and then they were like, first round of spring cleaning, he's gone. Because he went on a public war with people that listen to the Solomonster podcast. And he's really, really great wrestling podcast. But he took like a clip that somebody posted out of complete context, like out of context completely. And Solomonster mentioned something along the lines of that Alex Riley was just shifting his look a lot like early 2000 Triple H. And he's like, he doesn't have nearly the same talent that Triple H had back then. Like that was the exact sentence he said. And Alex Riley took that as, oh, he's insulting me. So I'm gonna go on Twitter, and he linked his account, and he started sending fans after him and just being a dick.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And so Solomonster replied, which this is nothing but great stuff for Solomonster because most
Sure,
people are
yeah.
stuff. But he replied with, "I said that you weren't as good as one of the best wrestlers in his prime. I didn't say you were bad. I just said you weren't as good as him, and I was just comparing your looks. You're an idiot." And then like a week later, Riley got released. I was like, wow, what a victory for Solomonster. Even though I'm sure
he
wanted him to get released.
he always had this issue, like on Twitter publicly. He seemed really like he really thought he deserved way more than he had. He seemed really entitled to something, to entitled to think that he was should have been bigger, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is a bad thing in public. You shouldn't publicly be entitled to the company.
Or tone it down by like half.
Well, if
Because
he
was
wants
just
to
a
be,
dick about it.
if he wants to be pissed at us somehow, and somehow heard
I'll
this,
do it.
by all
Do it.
means, lash out.
I'll say something. He took too
Yeah.
long to go nowhere.
Yeah, I think so
kinda
too.
did,
He was
yeah, he
with
kinda
the
did.
company for almost 10 years.
I've heard the rumor that Cena tried to hold him down because he was another kind of like
Yeah,
him
everybody says
type.
that.
But again, exactly, everyone says that. So okay, so what else you got?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't know. Did you guys hear the JTG story? I guess that was in his autobiography. That was pretty interesting.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't hear
That
it.
well, JTG did a WWE.com or magazine interview, and he used hustle, like loyalty and respect in his sentence, which is like a big no-no because you don't want to say other people's
Yeah.
catchphrases. And so he asked the magazine to take it out, and of course, like they said they would, and they didn't. And so I guess he was taking a shit one day at like a Raw taping, and Cena came up at the stall and like started talking to him, and he was like, basically JTG explained that he messed up, but he told the guy to take it out. He didn't, and he apologized. And Cena's like, oh, it's okay, like no worries, like we're even. He's like, but those glasses you were gonna have released on Shop Zone, yeah, those aren't coming out anymore.
What?
And he got his glasses blocked. So like,
That's-
there's little stories of Cena kind of being a douche sometimes,
That's
and
hilarious, though.
I think it's
Wow.
to be expected. I think that
I
they're
respect
all,
that.
Man,
all
yo, Cena just swinging his dick around, huh?
Yeah, seriously. I
They
like that.
all want to protect their spot.
Yeah.
No matter
well, I
what
mean, Cena wasn't
spot it is.
protecting his spot. He was just
But
dominating.
that's abusive beyond. So.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a fun story. Yeah.
And he was taking a shit during it. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I know, right? I know you're taking a shit, but here we go. I'm taking your glasses away. But no,
He's lucky that's all he got taken away. He could have just been like, your
that is
name's
true.
GTJ now.
that's probably true. Could have renamed
No,
and
you
rebranded
don't get to
them.
have a J. J's in my name. You're TG.
Yep,
Yeah,
there you go.
TJ.
And I kind of it's funny how I know I think Sandow is probably the person that you're not happy about, right?
Yeah,
Sandow,
yeah.
of course. But I like how both of Miz's little like protege. Oh, okay.
Protege.
Protege. Sorry. There we go. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay. I just woke up. You gotta give me a
Prodigy.
minute. You gotta give me a minute.
Progedi.
Protege. Anyway, both of his little minions both get released at the same time. And
Pro Jedi's.
yeah, the Pro Jedis. Both Pro Jedis get released at the
Reese.
exact same time.
Reese better be careful.
Yeah, I mean,
Good thing Daniel retired.
Yeah, right?
I for one am blaming Miz for Sandow and Alex Riley getting fired. So, for
Like-
not being enough. Yeah,
None of the other ones really mattered. Like if we went down the list, like Barrett would have mattered, but he, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
he was a leave, so it didn't. They would never release Barrett, so
No.
he negotiated to leave early. Sandow was frustrating because
yeah.
Sandow had that match with Corbin on Raw, and he hadn't been on TV in like a year, and he still got one of the best reactions out of everybody.
He gets huge reactions. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, my thing is, I have a theory. Someone backstage obviously didn't like him, like a Kevin Dunn, or Vince didn't see something in him. And so, like, I know, like he said, open publicly on one of the podcasts that when he did the Miz gimmick, that they gave him that to kill him. Like that was supposed to be the death of him, and then he turned it into this thing that became pretty much for a while. People were only watching Raw to see what he would do
Yeah,
because
it's
Raw was terrible.
fantastic.
So it got really over, and that's why they killed it at Mania really early. Like they could have had legs on that thing, but they killed it because they didn't like him. And then after that, he did absolutely nothing. So someone backstage really hates him. They didn't like him, and they were like, "Fuck it, we don't want to make money. Screw this guy." And now he's going to go to TNA
Because he'll make money with someone else's thing. It's the people who were in power making the decisions and writing it had nothing to do with the success of that. So
Yeah.
they couldn't claim that as, oh, this was my idea. Oh, he got over. Who did that?
Zack Ryder.
He did. Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, he'll do just fine. He's gonna make a mess load of money doing like independence, doing
I hope
signing,
so.
and
Well,
doing
looking at-
TNA. if they're still in
I think he'll be back. Honestly,
well, this is already a second run. He was Idol Stevens way back.
Yeah, they
when-
fired
he
him
was.
already.
this is
like
almost
no one
his
gets
third
that
run.
second chance character type thing, and he did. What I think is crazy with him is he literally ruined Cody Rhodes back when he won Money in the Bank, where Cody should have won it, and then didn't win the Money in the Bank, and now Cody's running around as Stardust instead of a Randy Orton level guy.
Yeah,
I
but
hate-
Cody
It
likes
all goes back to that, and it's like,
Except,
oh,
yeah, but
they
all
screwed up
the
everything.
story is Cody doesn't want to be a main event guy. Cody likes being a mid card guy.
And Cody's stupid.
Does he? Does he really?
It might, yeah,
Does he?
it's coming up a bunch. Yes, he doesn't want to be Cody Rhodes. He likes being Stardust. He likes being a mid card. He doesn't.
I hate it.
Cody has, it's been said that Cody
Ah.
doesn't even want to really do this for much longer. Like he doesn't see himself
he
being a
knows
life.
that. But
He's retiring in was it like 5 years or 6 years? He
Yeah.
said set a date and then he's done. But
Like he's just gonna do this for a while. He's gonna make his money. He's gonna be a mid card guy. He's not gonna have that much pressure, and then he's just gonna be done.
Way to
Dumb.
aim right in the middle there. That's pretty.
yeah, way to
the thing
have
with that
double
is-
souls.
you might be Sandowing it and just like, nah, you know what, you're out.
At least he's got a really hot
Nah,
wife.
he's Cody Rhodes. He's not gonna get.
I've seen the pictures. I've seen.
Yeah,
the
he
pictures.
Cody's wife is ridiculously hot.
Yeah, pretty legit.
Yeah, legit. So
Um,
I mean, it's a missed opportunity for WWE, but at the end of the day, whatever. They'll just force push somebody else down our throats, and that'll
Well,
replace Sandow.
Sandow's going to be fine. That's the thing. He's
Yeah.
As
He'll-
long as
he'll
I
be
can say,
absolutely
fuck
fine.
the Usos, though. Fuck the Usos. Okay, what's next? What are you gonna talk?
The only other everybody knew Santino wasn't going to do anything else anymore, but
Yeah.
I for one I was a huge Santino fan. I loved almost everything the dude did. He was
Yeah, he's great.
He was one of the best comedy acts that there was in WWE history for me.
well because he had enough success
Dude,
where
it's
you
incredible.
bought it when he almost won.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was still
Right,
always
the-
believable.
The Royal Rumble.
That was
that he
that
almost
was
won.
fantastic.
The Chamber.
The
Chamber
Chamber.
with
Bryan
Elimination
was
Chamber with
insane.
Daniel
Great.
Bryan.
yeah, that was spectacular.
It just sucks to see him go down like that, but
Well, I mean, he owns his own
Yeah.
MMA like training facility now, though. I think he's doing fine.
Yep.
oh yeah, not
Well,
gonna
he
say like
retired.
he's
But
screwed.
that surprises me, where I figured he would be in a training role or something. Like he was actively campaigning as recently as a month ago to be the GM of SmackDown or something like that.
That could
So-
be
Yeah, I
fun.
think he was
He
trying to
wanted
find a way
in,
to
but-
be relevant, but it's
Yeah.
it's too late. It's going to be the Shane and Stephanie show, unfortunately, for the next 3 years.
Nice.
No, just Shane. Get rid of Stephanie, please. God damn it.
Shane, the
hate
guy
their
that
straight-
lost
I guess-
Undertaker, and
I guess we'll get to that, but god damn it.
Yeah, and the only other person, which I don't know if it's a big deal to anybody, I did like him as a talent, but Zeb Coulter, he was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't understand why he couldn't have just been a,
Dutch.
manager, but I guess he's had a lot of health problems and he has a hard time doing the travel schedule. So I think they just
Oh,
said
is that
that's
what it
that's
is? Yeah.
that.
I noticed on Twitter he's very outspoken politically. I don't know if that would have anything to do with it, but I was looking at his Twitter today and he was like going all out on Trump and Bernie and all those guys.
Well, I know that Vince is like a hardcore Republican.
He loves Trump.
He's a Trump supporter. Yeah,
They're still
That's-
celebrating him.
That's
Him and
horrible.
Trumps have been friends forever.
That's true.
You know what? I've been good friends with Chris on the show, and I don't want him to be president. So
That's a good point.
it's not an excuse.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good one. But yeah, as far as releases go,
we missed one. You missed one
oh,
release.
don't even
Two, actually.
bring up Cameron. Nobody.
Cameron.
Well, no,
Cameron
that's three then.
Well, Cameron's
Yeah,
one.
there is Cameron.
Cameron's one of the
Oh.
more interesting ones, honestly.
Really?
Because
Because
Ryback.
Meltzer came out and said that
Yeah, 'cause
Cameron
the
wasn't
Ryback.
going to get released. She only got released because she defended Ryback on Twitter.
Ryback's a dumbass philosophy.
Someone
I'd make as much as Cena makes.
According to Meltzer, some other diva was going to get released, and Cameron then decided to talk up and defend Ryback, and she took that person's spot and ended up getting released.
Oh,
Yeah.
shook the bullet.
Well, let's talk about Ryback's thing, because like his logic makes no goddamn sense. Like it's a union type logic where all of us have like a base pay. Yeah, no, Ryback. They're gonna pay the people that draw the most money and draw the most merchandise. They're not gonna just
Ryback
push
did-
you and give you
No,
the same
Ryback
amount.
did all right merchandise wise, and he
Yeah,
did
he
all
did
right.
okay, but he's not Cena level. That's what he wants. He
I
wants
don't think
everybody
that's
to
what,
be.
I don't think that's what he was arguing. I don't.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
was
saying
he
he's right.
Because I read it and it came off to me like he just wanted more, and then he's trying to hide it in a shroud of, oh, I care about everybody, but really he just cared about himself.
Well, I think he just didn't like that every time every time they got bored of him and started burying him a little bit.
Because he's
you know,
off.
all of a sudden he started. Yeah, but he was still over.
Nah,
I think he
I
was
don't-
awful, but
I
he
don't think he was
No
like
one would have
fans.
complained if he beat Punk for the title.
he's a, no. I would
No,
have
that
was back when
but
he
the
was
crowd was on board for that. It would have
The
worked.
crowd would be on board of any like big Brock Lesnar type babyface coming
Yeah,
in.
that's the point.
Right, and they
Yeah.
could have capitalized on it and made it work.
No, I don't think so though, because that would have been at the expense of Punk, and Punk was like at his peak right there and then. So why would you slaughter Punk when you knew
Because,
Cena
no,
was coming
you
back?
wouldn't slaughter Punk. Punk could be bulletproof and could get it back and be okay.
No, but why break up Punk's long title reign so that this new guy can come in who hasn't tested
I
himself?
don't think his title reign was that long at the time.
It was getting there.
It was getting there because he just turned.
Yeah, that was like November, and he lost in January.
Okay.
So, yeah.
the
No,
end of
it,
the run.
it would have helped raise him up, and there would have been more than just Punk dominating everything. There
Well, they
would
were,
have also
but
been.
they knew they had Rock coming in, so
That's
that
the
was
main
the
reason they
thing.
didn't.
And
Yeah.
they also knew that Cena was going to come back from his injury, so they had two programs built in for Punk ready to go.
And they had three.
On top of that, the rumors running rampant, believe it or Punk or not, that Ryback was pretty damn stiff and green.
That's true.
Why give the WWE title to a guy that's that inexperienced and that new? I think that would have been a huge mistake.
Cough, Warrior, cough.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go.
But still, they made big money on it for a little bit. It would have worked out, and he would have been established as a guy that was actually believable. Because his whole thing is he felt devalued by losing all the time, which is true and what works.
But he's
But
awful.
he would have at least been a little more established. Because Sando got neutered, Ryback got neutered. These guys never quite pushed it through. So people always think when they go through the chase and never get it, they're never going to. Why would I even care? And
I mean, the only thing difference I'd say is that Sandow was never going to be a main event guy, and Sandow wouldn't have worked as a main event guy. So, in my opinion, I don't think
I
Ryback
disagree.
is
He
a
could have
main
been a
event.
main event guy.
No, I
What?
don't think so. No way.
Sandow.
He's got a lot of charisma, but he was not a good wrestler. At the end of the day, he was not good. His best match
He
was
was a
against Cena.
fine
in the
wrestler.
bank. Yeah, but that's
you don't
not-
have
that's
to
not-
be that good a wrestler.
Yeah, you do.
Look
You
at
have-
Reigns.
Don't.
You do.
Roman
No.
Reigns.
Reigns. I would say Reigns is
Reigns-
an A wrestler though.
Reigns
He's
is a
great.
good wrestler.
Yeah, Reigns is really good.
Yeah,
He
that
started
game's
out
up.
green, but like for a guy that's only been wrestling for 2 years, he's amazing compared to
But you-
Ryback, who had wrestled for 2 years and he was fucking awful.
Yeah, I love. Well, I wouldn't say love.
I like him too.
I really
but
enjoy
it's
Reigns
not
matches.
Great.
His stuff with AJ has been fucking amazing lately.
Well,
I've been
it's good.
watching
Anything
lots
with
of
AJ
that.
though, yeah.
Mhm.
It's been great.
It's
But
hard
yeah,
not
I
to look good with
think-
AJ. The only person
just
that can
think-
do that's Jericho.
Yeah, I just think that Ryback he's trying to like change something that is not going to change. It's a privately owned company. They're not going to change that. That's up to Vince.
I mean,
And
this
it's
is true. This is true of CM Punk's arguments when he was leaving too.
Yeah.
The stuff CM Punk was arguing about was never going to change either.
Yeah, but then you also find out that Punk was
WWE.
lying about half the things he was saying. So
Well, he's a jerk.
he's an asshole. So yeah, you can't really like I can't believe anything he says now. Like once you find out things were proven that he was just blatantly he's being taken to court over it. Like he was lying about quite a few things. So it's like I can't really believe you anymore. And Ryback comes off like a douche too.
Yeah, well, he's a jerk. Well, they're both jerks. This is true.
So just closing it out. Who am I missing here? Who else is fired?
Well,
I mean, I'm not
Brawler
missing any.
is the only other one.
Brooklyn
well,
Brawler.
well,
Brawler's-
El
Brawler's the first
Torito,
person- like the
technically,
second
we
person
didn't even
said.
really go into that. El
Ah,
Torito
same
also went.
Swoggle, it's the
but-
same.
We mentioned it.
Oh, but far less. That's the other
Okay.
part too. It's like, you're gone.
Well, he was also there far less. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised that they
Brawler.
they
he had the
fired.
Wheel C.
They well, that was good by the way. That's like
The Wheel C was fantastic.
actually showed that they could be good talents if they were used right, but you know they never would. But like they're firing El Torito, or as I call him El Dorito, but they're keeping the other two.
The
And
Shining Stars.
the only reason I think that they're keeping them is I think Carlito's coming in with them. Because otherwise, what's the fucking point? They're not going to be over.
They want Carlos Colon's video library.
I still think that because there's rumors for a long time that Carlito re-signed. So I think Carlito's going to come in and be like it's going to be like a three-man thing because they want more Shield-like gimmicks. So I am pretty sure that when they debut, he's gonna pop up because
I
otherwise,
feel like I've been hearing Carlito's coming back for like 5-6 years.
Oh,
already.
and
Yeah,
Shelton
but-
Benjamin.
He came back. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Shelton Benjamin, Carlito have come back at like every Royal Rumble for the last 5
this
years.
is it though. If it doesn't happen now, then there's just no point in it happening. Period. Like this is the perfect opportunity because like this is the third time they're repackaging them. Do they really think it's gonna work again? No.
Yeah, the fact that they're not being released along with everybody else says something.
Well,
Like,
they
there's
like
something
tag
going-
teams. They want tag teams.
Yeah, true.
They want tag teams. They have one, so they're just gonna keep repackaging. Someone has to lose to the Vaudevillians or some shit.
Like Ryback said, everyone has a role.
It's true. They do. I mean,
And
that's the point.
Ryback
That's
just wasn't
wrestling.
happy with his role, basically.
Well, then he can leave like he did and open
He
up a
did.
spot for somebody
And
who-
you know what? He will be perfectly fine if TNA grabs him. He'll be world champion over there, and happy day.
Yeah,
You
right.
can Mr. Anderson up all you want.
he paralyzes
Seriously.
Matt Hardy and like breaks the
God.
neck of like Drew Galloway in one match, and it's like he's like, "Oh, I'm not reckless."
No, they'll put him in with Lashley. That'll be a fun train wreck.
Oh,
good
you know
lord.
what? I would actually love to see Bobby Lashley versus Ryback just to see how bad it would be.
That would be
Yep.
pretty good.
That would be pretty bad.
The best thing for him to do is go to TNA.
Yeah. Well, again, if they're going to
And
be
they-
open though,
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
they can barely afford the contracts they have if like running rampant rumors are to be believed. So if Eric Young didn't stay, they're having problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I'm actually really happy to see Eric Young. I've always liked him. I'm happy to see him in NXT. By the way.
Yeah, I mean, not me. There's something about him I can never take
Really?
serious. Yeah, I've never really liked him that much.
I've never been a big Eric Young guy either.
Really, I've always liked Eric Young.
too goofy. He's
sure
too
He was definitely goofy. Like I
get
love
over
the
that.
whole "Don't fire Eric" where he would like jump into the front row and the crowd would chant with him. "Don't fire Eric." I don't know. Something about it was always
It's
funny.
his wrestling ability too. Like he's competent, but he kind of reminds me of Sandow.
I was about to say,
Like,
is he
he's got a
Sandow-esque?
really interesting character, and I think he's got a ton of charisma. But when he gets in there and wrestles, he's just kind of okay.
Maybe
like
that's
he's
why
not
they got
bad.
rid of Sandow. They need a new Sandow. They're like, we're done with him.
Yeah,
Bring in
maybe
the
that was-
next one.
Yeah,
Yeah. But so are you guys ready? You guys want to do this?
let's do it. I'm
You
gonna
guys want
win.
to do some? You guys want to do some trivia here, huh?
Yeah. Everybody, close your Google. Your
Yeah.
Google.
Now that's the one thing I want to talk about. Please do not be that asshole and Google the questions as we do this.
You're gonna hear me typing.
Yeah. Every time Zion's question comes up, he's like,
Oh, it's nothing. It's my typewriter.
yeah, yeah. We're good. Okay, so I actually.
I can't even reach my typewriter.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for trying, though.
Yeah, that's good. So I came up with every one of these questions, so they shouldn't be easily Googleable anyway. But okay, so basically it's gonna be just 3 rounds. Pretty easy, pretty simple. First round is gonna be multiple choice. I'm gonna give you a question. You're gonna have 4 possible answers. Just pick the right one. Second round is just standard. I ask you a question, you just give the answer. Pretty simple, right? And the third one, based off of who's winning, who's losing, there's going to be a category. Whoever's losing gets the first pick at the categories that are open. Does that make sense?
Are we buzzing in, or are you going to go?
no,
Okay, this
I'll-
question's for you.
No,
or-
yeah, I'll give you the questions. I'll say, Matt Zion, here's your question. Rab, here's your question. Scott, here's your question.
Let's do it.
And yeah, so the second round, when it's just given the answer, if somebody wants to steal, that's pretty simple. If somebody gets it wrong, just say, "I got this. I want the," like somebody just say you want to steal it. Okay? Can somebody do that? Can you do that?
I'm not really paying attention to you. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow.
It's pretty simple. It's hard
He's
to fuck
loading
up.
Google.
It's hard to fuck up. Yeah, it's basically the only thing you got to do is not Google. So,
Yes.
What if
That's
I
bamboozled.
what if I hotbot or Yahoo?
I don't know what that means. Hot what?
You know, nobody remembers Hotbot.
Hotbot?
I remember
Yeah,
Metacrawler.
that was before Google, and Google was a thing, and Yahoo. Hotbot
yeah,
was like one of
I
the best
know.
ones.
I know. Thoughtbot.
Alta Vista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alta Vista,
That's the one too.
Metacrawler. Those were the old ones.
Hotbot was cool
Metacrawler.
because it was one of the first ones that if you searched like a topic, you could look up pictures of it. So it's great for porn.
Interesting. No, I just only
Now
remember.
they're
I remember Thoughtbot. I remember that for World of Warcraft because I played World of
No,
Warcraft.
Hotbot. It was Hotbot. It was ancient though.
Yeah, I never played that one. But all right. So, and as normal, the further down you go in the game, each round is more points. So that's,
Is it Jeopardy like with negative points?
no negative points. Either you get it wrong or you just get a 0 or you don't get anything.
All
right.
let's do it.
So, for the first round, multiple choice. Let's see who's gonna go first. We'll go with rap. Oh, by the way, the first questions here should be easy. Kind of threw softballs at you. So,
Oh, great! Now if we get it wrong, I'm gonna feel like an idiot.
yeah, you
I was
should.
gonna
Yeah,
say.
absolutely will.
I haven't thought about any music, but if I find some, maybe I'll put it in the background. Who knows? Anyway, here we go. Question 1. We're going with Rab. Round 1. Question 1.
God.
Rab.
Oh God.
Who did Hulk Hogan defeat to win his first ever WWE title back in 1984?
Iron Sheik.
Was it? Okay. Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
I said that in my head immediately. Iron Sheik.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
same.
That's good.
Who did Hulk? Brain went Iron Sheik.
There you go. Okay. There you go. Rab. There you go. I'm putting this
I
down.
fucked you in the ass, Hulk Hogan.
There you
Make
go.
humble.
All right. Okay. So let's go Matt Zion next. Here you go.
Do this.
This should be like I said, these should be easy for starting out here.
Don't patronize me.
All right, who has the Undertaker not defeated at WrestleMania? Okay, here we go. This is pretty easy. Big Boss Man, Ric Flair, JBL, or The Big Show?
Yeah, JBL.
JBL. There you go. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. There we go. I'll stop saying this.
No,
It's gonna
for a
be-
second though, I was like, if he doesn't give me multiple choices, I have a lot of options
Well-
here.
You were gonna say it yourself, weren't you?
Well,
Now,
yeah, of course. I was gonna give Rab multiple choices, but he jumped right out there. By the way, I was gonna say Macho Man, Andre the Giant, Iron Sheik, or Sergeant Slaughter. Those are gonna be
Who are 3 people who are not in my kitchen?
There you go. That's the next one. All right, so Scott, here you go. Even though
boy,
it says
pressure.
Peanut by the name, I'll just ignore that part.
Well,
But,
he's dead now.
Yeah, he
No,
is dead.
you know, here we go.
Here we go. This is probably the easiest of the 3, but I'm gonna stop saying that. Here we go.
It better be.
What event did Austin give his infamous Austin 316 promo? Survivor Series, King of the Ring, SummerSlam, In Your House, Mind Games.
King of the Ring, 1996.
Okay.
Yeah, just cut him off if you know the answer.
I
We
was
can-
about to.
Oh,
but
you
I'm
totally can. Okay,
Yeah.
so there we go.
Good job, Lee. That was a nice one, Lee.
Good job, Peanut.
Lead 2.0, you got it.
I'm confused.
All right, so here we go. Question 2, still in the same.
I'm confused, but I know my wrestling.
All right, here we go. Rab, this is next question here.
Oh God, me again?
Who is not?
I did.
Who
I
is-
did it earlier.
I
Let's
know.
go.
Here we go. Who has not defeated Triple H for the world title? Big Show, Hulk Hogan, Edge, or Kurt Angle? Who has not defeated Triple H for the world title?
Hulk Hogan.
Incorrect. The correct answer.
I got this.
We got it. Yeah. Yeah.
The correct answer was Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle. Hogan beat him after WrestleMania when Triple H beat Jericho.
Yes.
After
Yeah, I don't
1
remember
month. And that's why I thought AJ might have won against Roman.
It could.
That
have.
was
Because he dropped it
2002?
right away. So
That was
Roman's-
that was,
Roman's
that was
stop.
2000. That was 2002.
Yeah, it was long. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Backlash.
Yeah.
So Scott, here we go. Here's your next question.
oh boy.
Who did Brock Lesnar eliminate last to win the 2003 Royal Rumble? Batista, The Undertaker.
Yeah, come on. I knew that one too.
All right, you got it.
I was like, was it Big Show or Undertaker? But it was Big Show to get into the match.
That
so
was
yeah.
when Undertaker was gonna. Were doing like the Dark Side promos, and then it came
Mm-hmm.
out as Biker Taker, and everybody was pissed. Like, God damn it!
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt Zion.
I'm sorry to interrupt, and yet I knew it.
No, if you know it, jump out there. The other two that I was going to say was Kane,
I just don't want to be.
Kane and Rob Van Dam, because Rob Van Dam
Yeah.
was like one of the last ones.
Oh
He doesn't
man,
wanna
Rob
be
Van
rude.
Dam and him would have been awesome.
That, yeah.
doesn't wanna
Well,
be
they
rude
they
'cause
had
he's
hardcore
Canadian.
match.
There you go. All right, so anyway, here we go. Matt Zion. Here's your second question. How many times has Kurt Angle held the WWE World Title?
So we're talking like both world title and WWE title.
Yes. Okay, let's just say
Or listen to both.
let's say
Have you-
all world titles not counting TNA. No TNA. Any world title without counting TNA.
Okay. I don't get multiple choice.
Oh, sorry. 3, 4, 5, or 6.
All right, hold on.
I'm like, I know this.
Sorry.
Counting them in my head. Real
3,
quick.
4, 5, or 6. Sorry, good call.
God, that's actually kind of tough because I'd have to like remember a lot of Kurt Angle stuff I didn't give a fuck about. Do we count like ECW? You didn't do ECW.
I'll give you this. One of them is a WCW title win.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
I think it was 3.
the correct answer is 5.
What the fuck?
The correct answer is 5.
Oh, didn't he have he had one where he was like throwing it back and forth between like Booker T and stuff.
He
Yeah.
had what? 3 WWE, 1 World, and 1 WCW.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
ECW.
No, Scott, I gotta say that's a bullshit question compared to the
Scott's-
East
Little bit.
of the other.
Kind of
serious-
is.
Right, Jake? Like that?
What?
That's bullshit. That was a round 3 question.
Some of them were easy. You'll be getting an easy
you
one here and
giant
there.
piece of shit.
The only one, God damn, we're only 2 questions in. Jesus. Anyway,
Yeah, I know, but their questions like I'm like, what?
here we go. I'm going to give you the first one here for the third question here. Matt Zion, who lasted longest in the Royal Rumble match? Who has lasted longest in the Royal Rumble match but is not won? Okay? In history, okay?
Oh,
His
fuck.
his total time is or his time in
You mean
that
in
one
one
match.
match?
Yes,
Or,
one
like,
match. One match.
What?
He has the record for the longest time in the Royal Rumble match, but has not won the match. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 10 seconds. The multiple choices are Bob Backlund, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, or Roman Reigns.
Oh, it has to be Roman Reigns because Ray actually won.
Ray did win.
It was the one with Batista, right?
The correct answer is Bob Backlund.
What?
Bob Backlund, yes.
I don't
that is-
remember him in a Royal Rumble. Did you know that?
It was the
Yeah.
first one.
Now, were you? I would want to clarify the question.
Oh, no,
You
was
were
it the one that
saying
Flair
ever
won?
won a Rumble or didn't win that?
Didn't
Rumble?
win that Rumble. Basically
Because Matt
he
was
lasted.
thinking of someone.
It was the one that Flair. It was the one that Flair won, though, right?
Because Roman was in a Rumble for a long time, but didn't win against
Correct,
Batista.
correct.
But he did win a Rumble, so I wonder if Matt was
Yes.
thinking the right thing.
I was thinking the one. Yeah, if I had known, I got mixed up. But I probably just didn't see that Rumble.
Yeah, I know Bob was in forever.
Any of the stuff
Yeah.
that's kind of like old like that, I probably didn't see unless it was
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
What are you implying? Because I know it.
Because you're a wrestling fan a lot longer
he's
than me.
he's
That's right.
Is he old?
he's doing pretty good.
How old is
No,
Scott?
I think we're around the same age. You're a little older, but that's it.
Scott older?
I am 38.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. So here we go. Let's
Okay,
go.
he's crazy old.
Let's go, Scott. No, he's not old. All right, here we go,
Hey.
Scott.
In Canadian years.
This one. Here we go. In the 1999 Royal Rumble, we had Chyna enter as the first ever female entrant. Who was the only person she eliminated in the
This
Rumble?
is bullshit. This is a bullshit game, Bomber. You are giving me like the most
Mark
obscure
Henry.
shit.
Correct.
You know
I know
what? I'm
this
gonna start
because
typing-
they showed it
they
on
just
her
showed
video.
that like right now.
Seriously.
I
I
wrote
would
these
not have
questions
known that
up.
otherwise.
I wrote these questions up like before she fucking
lied.
died. No, this question
No,
was
that's true.
done before she
did.
fucking died.
All right,
I
hold on.
swear to
Rap,
God.
Last week.
Rap, we're getting the short end of the stick here.
No,
They
we're
just-
only 3 in.
Look,
Some will
I
be
don't
harder
know
than
if
others.
I'm getting the short end of the stick.
All right, let
But-
Rab get his third question. Here we go. All right, question 3 for Rab. As
When
of
did Bob Heenan fart on Hulk Hogan?
no,
specifically?
shut up. As of
Snake Pit Wrestling Challenge.
here we go. Rab, here we go. Rab. As of 2016, who has the record for the
2017.
Okay.
We are in 2016. What do you mean?
Anyway, here we
Yes,
go. As
I
of
assume
20
aren't all the questions in
now.
2016?
Yes.
as of now.
As of this minute, who knows? You could
All
listen
the
to-
questions are as of 2016.
You
Why
could
didn't
listen to
say
this
all the other
3 years
times?
from now. If you
He
listen to
could
this,
have
going.
said, Rab, he could have said as of 2014, and for some reason tried to really fuck with you.
no, goddamn. Just let me. We got a lot of questions. Let's get through this. Here we go.
Let's go.
As of 2016, who is the record for the second most overall eliminations in the Royal Rumble match history? Like second most
Kane.
overall. Big Show, Stone Cold, Undertaker, or Shawn Michaels?
Was it Kane?
You said Kane.
Kane,
No, what was the choices? What are the choices again?
Big Show, Stone Cold, Undertaker, or Shawn Michaels?
Because Kane's number one.
Kane,
Cold.
Kane is number 1. Yes, Kane's
Yeah,
number
Stone
1.
Cold.
The correct answer is Shawn Michaels.
Wow, we're terrible, Rab.
Shawn Michaels. Dude, we're trust me, we're barely getting.
Hey, Scott, how
Hi.
cool is John Cena on a level of 1 to 10? The answer is
All right. I'm gonna give him. Let's see if Scott gets this one. We're starting off the next question with Scott. Here we go.
Yeah, do it.
Who is the longest reign as WWE Cruiserweight Champion? There we go. Tajiri, Disco Inferno, Chavo Guerrero, or Gregory Helms? Longest reign as WWE Cruiserweight Champion.
Well, they promoted it when he had it. So.
Are we including the WCW time?
Yes.
So, like, the entire history of that whole belt?
Yes.
Christ.
But it was just labeled as WWE because that's what
Yeah.
was last. Yeah.
I want to say Helms.
That would be correct.
That's what I was gonna fucking
That
say.
was correct. That was a
He
tough
had a
one.
stupid, like, a year-long reign, I think it was.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
No, well, when he was champion, they were saying he was the longest reigning. So
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
that was not that
It was,
tough.
It
Actually,
was close to a year, but I couldn't remember if Chavo had it for a long time in WCW.
you will bathe in your blood, Bomber.
And Disco actually had it for a long time too. That's why I put him up there. That
he
was
was
pretty
Scott
funny.
Hall's bitch. It was amazing.
Yeah. So okay, that was pretty good. That was good. That was a good one. All right, so here we go. This one should be. I'm not gonna say that. Matt Zion, here you go.
Hey, Matt, who is Andre the Giant?
Yeah. Correct. True or false?
Damien Sandow.
In the 1998 King of the Ring tournament, who did Ken Shamrock to defeat to be crowned King of the Ring? Was it Jeff Jarrett, The Rock, Val Venus, or Owen Hart? Who did Ken Shamrock defeat in the 1998 King of the Ring to be crowned king?
It was Rock.
There you go.
Yeah.
See? There you go. See? Some are easier, some are harder.
No, that was pretty fucking specific too, though. It's not like, hey, Scott, tell me how great you love The Rock.
Oh, he's awesome.
And, oh, that's
Oh, you got another
You
point.
got another point. All right, here we go. Rab.
Last question, because I know the answer to it.
Wait, what?
The question that Matt got. Can I get the same question?
No. No. Yours is close to Scott's, by the way. Here we
I
go.
know the answer is.
Who has the longest reign as WWE European Champion? British Bulldog, D'Lo Brown, William Regal, or Midian?
Oh, it's only 2 on that one.
So who is the longest?
Can you repeat the choices?
Yes, British Bulldog, D'Lo Brown, William Regal, or Midian?
Can you use them in a sentence?
Bulldog.
That's correct. Good job.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Oh,
good job.
I was to say either Regal or D'Lo.
Yeah.
They had little trades.
All right.
It was D'Lo and X-Pac trading for a while.
So here we go. All right. 2 more questions left for this round. Here we go. Matt Zion, who is the only wrestler to hold the WCW World Title once, just one time, and it was one day only? What wrestler held the WCW World Title for one day and only once? David Arquette, Chris Benoit, Vince Russo, or Ron Simmons?
It was Benoit because he left the company immediately.
There you go. Chris Benoit. Good job. Correct.
Yeah, that was good. Trying to throw me off with Arquette and Russo though, because that was the first thing I thought was Russo, and I was like, oh yeah, but Benoit is a killer.
There you go.
Russo had it for a week, and Arquette till a pay-per-view. So yeah, it must have been Benoit.
Yep.
No, Benoit just murdered people, so that had to be the right answer.
Oh yeah, killed Sid and left next day.
And threw in Ron Simmons because he's black. So I was hoping you
Oh.
for that one.
No
Yeah.
chance.
But
Too racist.
anyway, Rab, here you go. This
Did I
this,
just ask one?
that was yes, you did.
You're
Here's your.
switching up the order.
I
It's
am.
the next round.
Yeah, it's not yet. Here we go. Rab, what tag team holds the record for the most WCW tag team title reigns? Okay, Harlem Heat, the Nasty Boys, the Steiner Brothers, or the Rock and Roll Express? What tag team holds the record for the most WCW?
Gotta be Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat.
There you
100%.
go. You got it. Good job. Good job. See, wasn't that bad?
People love Harlem
10
Heat.
times or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was up
Yeah, they
there.
hit it a bunch of times.
All right, so Scott, here you go. Who
boy.
was the last ever WCW television champion who found the title in a dumpster to claim the belt?
Scott Hall found it in the garbage.
All right, I'll give you the names real quick. Scott Hall, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Perry Saturn, or Alex Wright.
Ooh, Scott Hall put it in the garbage. It was Duggan who found it. That's right.
Correct. That was pretty
No,
good.
he got it wrong. He said it earlier.
What do you want to? What do you want to rule on that?
Yeah,
How do you
no,
want to rule
it's
that?
too late.
You want to
He
give
said-
him a?
I'm fairly
Wait,
getting
yeah.
it wrong.
If you're,
I
by the
would've
way,
waited.
by the
I
way,
would've
if
went
you
with
take
Hall.
this away from, this is his first one wrong.
That's
so.
true. I don't want it.
Well,
No.
because he
But-
got it wrong.
Okay,
I-
okay.
Got it wrong.
Now the Kane one, he got to redo his thing. So
Yeah, but it's you though, and we have to make you lose.
Also, I chose someone who wasn't even on the list. And I know
That's-
Kane has the most. I just don't care about this because I don't think I'm going to win.
You got a
Rab,
chance.
Rab, and I both vote that he gets that wrong.
Okay. Sorry, Scott, but
He said it with such authority, too.
I did.
Yeah.
But you could clearly see that I remembered it going
yes,
into
that was
the
very
game.
that to me when he
Like,
said that I was like,
I had part
wow.
A.
That's right. That's right. I remember. That's right. Because
All right,
they used to
so-
show WCW in reverse.
All right, so here is the last
Like they
question.
showed it in
of this
rewind,
round.
so I could see how he got that one
There,
wrong.
there goes my Goldberg record. Shit.
All right, it's all good. So here's the last question of the round. Here we go. Everybody gets one question left for the round. Let's start with Scott this time.
Let's redeem this.
Yep, here we go. All right. Who was not an original member of the Four Horsemen? Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard, Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson. Who is not an original member of the Four Horsemen?
Barry.
Yeah.
He was not.
Correct. Barry Windham is correct.
I was waiting for Paul Roma, honestly, but we went with Wyndham.
He was
instead.
the first replacement.
Yep. Good job. Good job. All right. So, Rab, let's go with you here. What was the last...
Oh, who wasn't in Evolution? I mean, what was this?
There you go. Who was the... What was the last ever pay-per-view ran by WCW? The last ever pay-per-view. Sold out.
Sold out. It was
Fall-
sold out. Sold out.
You don't want me to say the rest of them?
No, I have no idea. I'm going with sold out.
Okay. It's incorrect. The correct answer was Greed.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was one of the weird ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greed.
Sold out is one of the weird ones.
No, that was a pretty big one.
No, they did that one a lot
Yeah.
in the heyday. Yeah,
matter
that was
how
one
big
of
it
the
is.
popular ones.
Anyway.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right.
No clue.
So,
It really was a 1 in 4 guess, so go with the first one.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sold out.
He was waiting for a name of one, sold out. That's a name. I'll pick it.
Yep.
All right, so give me that same
So,
one and I'll get it right.
Here's your last one. Here's your last question for this round.
Zion made the joke I made earlier.
What?
I know, it's just as good. See,
If you can
go
make the
third
jokes
time-
after I make them, can
It
I make
is-
the answers after he does them?
It is
Yes, you
WCW related, by the way, so you should
Okay,
get this.
well then I'm gonna get it wrong because I didn't watch it.
What
at all.
wrestler holds the?
This southern motherfucker just giving us WCW questions.
I do a good mix. There's even trust me, we're fine. What
You're
wrestler
not doing a
holds
good
the?
mix. You included WCW questions.
What wrestler holds the record for the longest reign as WCW Hardcore Champion at 51 days?
Okay. Oh my God. it's
Brian Knobs, Terry Funk, Norman Smiley, or Fit Finley?
I got no idea on this one, Matt.
They
You're on your
all
own.
they all had like the same amount of time. All right, I'm gonna go.
No, actually, this one was 51 was pretty long for the Hardcore title.
Yeah, it was.
That was a shit title, though.
I'm gonna
It
go.
was.
I'm just gonna go with Fit Finley.
That'd be Norman Smiley.
It was Norman Smiley.
Yeah,
Norman
he was my
Smiley
second
was-
choice.
Yep.
God
No,
damn it.
for sure, because he
I would
was,
have said
was
Finley
always-
because he was first, I thought. Then that was a long
No,
one.
but Norman Smiley was always protecting it. Remember, he would wear the football gear and all that, like 24/7. It was
Ran
crazy.
away. Did the crash.
Raymond Norman Smiley.
Yeah, and he always ran away.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
So
known-
after the first round's done. First round, every question just worth 100 points. So Matt Zion, you
Why are
are
they just worth 1 point?
because it's easier to do 100. Trust
Is
me.
the next one worth 200 points?
Yes,
It
and
could've
then
been worth
and then the last
2.
one's 300. Yes.
All right, cool.
They
We
could have
have-
just been 1, 2, and 3.
Shut up,
trust
Rab,
me.
let's go.
Here we go. Matt Zion and Rab are tied with 300, and Scott, you have 500. So here we go.
That's 3 million and 5 million.
Yes,
Each one was worth
sure.
1 million. The next
So
was
the
2
next-
million points.
No,
That's when
you'll
you put it into metric for Canadians.
You'll see why
Fucking
right here.
go.
All right, second
Come on.
round. This is a normal question, this is a fill in the blank basically. And if somebody gets it wrong, somebody else can say they want to steal it, and they'll get half the points. Okay, make sense?
Do I get a point from Norman Smiley earlier?
No. If you would have done that this past round, there's next round coming up, you would have. But here we go.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, but now you can't.
Going forward, yes, you will get half the credit. Here we
But
go.
not before.
No, we're gonna. You know
So
what?
Norman Smiley was nothing.
Norman Smiley, 0 points for you. And here we go. We're starting out with you, Rab, for the next question. All right.
But they can steal this one.
No,
If I get
after
it
you
wrong.
get it, if you get it wrong, then he's gonna say you're wrong, and then we can jump in and say it.
Yes. All right. Here we
If-
go.
So what did they say at the same time?
Yeah, Matt. Fuck
We
you,
have
Matt.
to- we have to say I want it.
I'll pick someone. Yeah.
Can you double steal if
No,
if I
there's
get
no- God damn,
I
Rab,
hate you so much.
shut up. You're pulling a peanut.
Christ.
You're pulling a peanut. Here we go. Rab, here we go. First question of the second round. Who did Alberto Del Rio eliminate last to win the only 40-man Royal Rumble in 2011?
Come on.
I know it.
Don't-
You have to wait.
I mentioned that one earlier in the podcast.
Ah,
So
God,
who is it? Did you answer?
Yes, Santino Marella.
Correct. 200 points for Rab.
how is that harder
That's
than
around one
what's the
question.
longest
This is the
reigning-
first. This is the first question.
They weren't multiple choice.
This is the first question of the second round.
True.
This one's
Santino
easy.
Marella.
This one's easy. The first question is going to be easy in each round. So
right.
here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Here you go. Scott,
Yeah.
this is yours. During the infamous Austin Beer Truck segment, who was the third man in the ring alongside Vince and Shane McMahon?
What?
When Stone Cold came down to the ring of the beer truck, who was in the ring with Vince and Shane McMahon? That he doused in beer.
The ring was full.
No, there was 3 people in the ring. There were 3 people in the ring. Vince, Shane, and one other person. Who was that third person? Who?
Rock.
Oh, you bastard.
Correct.
Yeah,
Rock
that's
was
it.
the other
That's
person.
it.
You bastard. Rab and I were waiting.
I could have sworn the ring was
We were
full.
both waiting to steal.
No, the
Look,
ring.
wait.
The ring was full when Kurt Angle came in.
That's probably what I was thinking of.
Oh God, I
Okay.
hope I don't have that later on. Anyway, here we go. I kind of forgot. I
Was
did these
the
over.
ring full or not?
I did these a month ago, so I don't remember.
You'll have to make something up for that one if it is.
Yeah. Here we go. Matt
Who
Zion,
was
here's your
the
question.
Dairy Queen.
All right. Who is the only superstar to have gone on to win the WWE title, the WWE Intercontinental title, the United States title, the tag team titles, won King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and the Royal Rumble? Who's the only superstar to go on and do all of that?
Edge.
Correct. Edge.
Yeah, I thought you were going Kurt Angle route until you said Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Money in the Bank.
But I
Yeah.
heard, yeah. That's
Good
what-
job. See, everybody got that. Everybody 200 points. There you go. Good deal. Here we go. Now we're getting to the harder ones. Here we go. All right.
Is there a multiplier?
I was maybe Van Damme for that one actually, but when you mentioned Rumble, I was like, nope.
Yep. All right. So, Scott, let's go with you for this one first. All right.
Yo.
What does RKO stand for? Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yep.
God. Oh God.
What does RKO stand for?
Randy.
Steal.
Hold. Give me a second here.
Gotta wait till he's done before you can say you
No.
just want to steal.
Wait for him to tell me it's wrong, then you can steal it.
Yeah.
See, now there's RKO Pictures. It's an actual film company. No. Oh, Christ. It's his initials. What the fuck?
That is
Randy
true.
Kendall Orton?
Steal.
All right, there, Chief. All right, incorrect.
I know the answer.
So, Rab, what does RKO stand for?
Randall Keith Orden.
There you go.
Keith, that's it.
Good job. That's
Had no idea.
That's 100
Randall
points.
Keith. I was a big RKO mark.
That's
Yeah,
100.
I don't know him well enough to learn his full name. So
That's a good job.
See, now I
Randall
mentioned
Keith
RKO
Orton.
Pictures. I don't know what that one stands for.
There you go. All right.
But I know
so-
of it.
I don't either.
So Matt Zion, here you go. At No Mercy 2000, Kurt Angle won his first WWE World Title. Who did he beat to win the title from?
The Rock.
Correct.
Because
200.
then he kept it for like 6 months and then lost it back to him pointlessly.
All right.
No.
So Rab, here's your question. The night Chris Benoit murdered his family. I know we're starting out strong here. All right. The
How
night.
did he kill his kid?
All right. The night Chris Benoit murdered his family, he was set. No, sorry.
I think I already
What
know
did he
what this
do to
is.
his wife, Rab? Tell me in detail.
No.
I want to steal. I think I already know what he's going with.
All right. Hold on.
Serious.
Rab, where were his dogs?
No. Let me do this. Here we go. For real. Here we go. All right. The night Chris Benoit murdered his family, he was set to face CM Punk for the ECW World Title at WWE Vengeance Night of Champions. Who was his replacement when he no-showed?
John Morrison.
Correct. Good job.
And where were his dogs?
Technically named Johnny Nitro.
True.
Rab-
He
true.
didn't say what he
It's
was
good.
named. He said who was it.
true.
It's still
Rab-
the same
Actually,
person.
in my
On the match
spreadsheet,
card was Johnny Nitro.
I have on
He's
my
still-
spreadsheet
this
Johnny
thing hasn't
Nitro
been
/ John Morrison.
No, I'm not
This
gonna
bullshit.
argue.
Rab has still not answered the full question. Where were
Same
Chris's
person.
dogs?
Same person.
Where were the dogs?
Where were the dogs, Rab? You have to finish everything about this question.
Who,
In hell.
who let
No,
the
they were
dogs?
in the garage.
There you go. And there's a steal. There we No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's a steal.
All right. So Matt Zion, we're going to question 3 here.
All right.
Who fought in the last ever real WCW match on Monday Nitro 2001?
I was Ric Flair versus Sting.
There you go. Good job.
Yep.
Good job. 200 points. All right. Rab, which tag team has the record for the most WWE title reigns? Which tag team has the record for the most WWE title reigns? Earlier had WCW, so who has WWE?
Agent Christian?
Incorrect.
Steel.
All right, Matt Zion. Who for the
I'm gonna
Steel?
go Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys is correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, it was either or.
Was there old
It was
title
either.
or the
It was
new
yeah.
title?
That was
The
on
old
that was on
title's
my.
Dudley's.
Yep.
That was the
That was what I was
WWF.
thinking too. It was either or. I went with ENC.
New one, I think. Eminem had it 3 times, I think.
Oh God. All right, so Scott, here we go. What was the name of the WCW faction where Shane Helms, aka the Hurricane, resembled a boy band? What was the name of the
Freak Out.
faction? Okay, there you go.
Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
With Tank Abbott, their biggest fan.
Yes, he was.
We'll party on forever.
When I was thinking of that, I actually was going to do a Tank Abbott question for that, but I figured that'd be too hard.
Britney Spears
I know MMA as well.
is kinda cute. Watch
You
TRL
did.
on MTV.
What are you doing?
Everybody 3 count.
Look,
1,
you've
2,
done.
3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
I
They were
hate-
awesome.
okay.
I fucking loved them.
So
And when they put
that's-
Abbott with them, it was even better.
So that's minus 500
Well,
points.
and that was a classic case of let's screw over Abbott, but he's like, no, I'll make this work. It's a character.
Oh, because he was awful. He had no wrestling ability whatsoever, and I think they were afraid that Goldberg would get killed.
All right, so here we go. Next question. Rolling down. Rab, who was revealed as the stalker in the storyline involving Undertaker's wife being stalked back when he was using his American Badass gimmick?
DDP.
Correct.
Should have been Raven.
Good job. Correct. All right.
Hey, it was awesome that it was DDP. I didn't.
It was, but yeah.
Yeah, I
bad it
love
was
that. That was good.
Poor DDP.
So yeah, it kind of did screw him over in the end, but all right, Scott. At what event did Steve Austin face Vince McMahon in a steel cage match? Also, and also mark the debut of the Big Show.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre in your house.
There you go. Good job.
They really
Yeah.
call him in your house back then?
Yep,
Yeah.
it was the flipped order of it. They did put the inner house at the end of it.
Really? I don't remember that at all. I just remember it being St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I thought they dropped it.
That
by
was
then.
that
Yep,
was the
it was-
first pay per view I ever saw.
It was shortly after that they
Mine
dropped
too.
those.
I remember
Yeah.
watching it on VHS. That was pretty awesome. But
That was the first one I saw when we were stealing cable.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
All right.
Those little black boxes you would get. Those
Exactly. You'd slip an extra 100 to the cable guy.
Yeah. My brother actually bought his online because there was like a place, a little like shady place you could get the boxes, and you pay him a little extra to turn that function on. It was awesome.
So Matt Zion, this is coming to you. This is you should be happy. I know you're gonna love this. This is the first TNA question of the game.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
Who was the first ever NWA TNA World Heavyweight Champion? This title match took place in the first ever TNA event in a gauntlet for the gold match.
Yeah, AJ Styles.
Incorrect.
Still,
Oh, that was the X
Steel,
Division.
Steel,
Fuck.
Steel.
Okay, all right.
Steel,
No,
Steel.
that was
I
Scott,
called out for
Scott
Steel.
was Scott was
Damn.
first.
Damn.
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock
Yeah.
is correct.
I thought of it the minute I fucked that up. It was fuck, god damn it.
That's
I remember
all
I
right.
watched that. I remember I actually watched that. We ordered that pay per view.
It was so good. I loved that first show. That was I really liked
And
it.
then it proceeded to go downhill with their weekly pay per view bullshit.
And unfortunately, well, I did have the stolen cable or satellite at the time, so I did watch every single one of those things. It was, I don't know, I liked it, but
I'm pretty sure I downloaded that. I did watch it.
all
I
right.
think
So here's the last question of the second round, guys. Here we go. Let's start with Rab. Who won the main event at the first ever ECW One Night Stand pay-per-view hosted by WWE back in 2005? Who won the main event at the first ever ECW One Night Stand pay-per-view hosted by WWE in 2005?
Oh my god. Why can't I remember this? Because it just turned into a brawl at the end. I don't remember what the
Yeah.
match was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who even was in it.
Yeah, it just turned into a brawl.
I remember.
No
think
think I have
contest.
it.
I think I got this if you don't get it.
I
think
don't.
have
I
it.
don't. I call it a no contest.
Incorrect.
Steel.
Steel.
All right, Matt Zion was first. What's
Is it Dreamer and Sandman, right?
incorrect?
What? Damn it.
Steel.
Scott? Yep, Steel. Who you got, Scott?
Well, it was them.
So you
but,
can double steal. I asked earlier if you could, and you said no.
No one's got it wrong to this point.
Yeah. No,
No,
you
it
can't.
was-
You
it was
can't
the-
steal it back. Like you can't steal it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I was asking. Is about what's happening right now.
Oh no,
Say-
no, no! I thought you meant like, can you
so
steal it back?
okay, so
No.
for answer Dudley's,
Yeah, it was Dudley.
Correct. The Dudleys.
'Cause that was their
Dudleys
opponent.
def-
Oh, that's
they
right, 'cause it was a
defeated
tag
team
Dreamer.
match.
Yeah, they defeated
But
Dreamer.
goddammit-
Yeah.
but
it
goddamn
was
it,
a
Matt,
tag
I
team
was going to
match.
say Dreamer and Sandman.
God damn it. Yeah, I just
thought they won it.
because it makes sense too because the Dudleys were actually under contract at the time, so
and
they
were on,
the ones
but they were on their
and
way out
Sandman
too.
wasn't, so they would push the guys that were actually in the company.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Matt Zine, here's your question: Who has the record for the longest reign in history as the NXT World Champion?
Oh, is it Neville?
Incorrect.
What?
Steal.
God damn it!
Steal.
All right. Go for it.
Damn it.
Rab.
Me?
Yeah, you stole, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Steal.
Yeah.
It was longest, right?
Yes, longest reign in
Yeah,
history.
it's happening right now. Finn Balor.
Did you say you're typing it in right now?
No, we said it's happening right now.
happening
Oh.
right now. Finn
Even
Yes.
though
Balor.
it's not anymore.
Well, it ended, but yes.
Well, okay, no, it ends.
So he's
That's right. Yeah.
Correct. Yes,
That's-
Finn Balor is
don't-
correct.
Spoiler.
I did not know that he had passed Neville up. So
he
God.
just did before
Yep.
the loss.
And the funny
Yeah,
thing,
they
I wrote
were-
this
they were
question
promoting it.
before. I wrote the question before he lost the title too, which was funny. But yeah,
But
Finn Balor.
they were promoting it like crazy.
Yep.
I don't really watch NXT anymore.
So
And
last
I watch it
question.
every week.
Last question in the round. Here we go, Scott.
Eh.
Triple H lost his first WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 13. Who was he defeated by?
He lost it at WrestleMania 12 to the Ultimate Warrior.
Was it 12? Oh, wow, that's,
Wait, does he get
13 was
extra
a
points?
13 was a street fight where he was
Sorry.
teamed against Ahmed Johnson.
Does he get extra
Chicago.
points for
No,
owning
he
you?
actually,
yes, he does.
he actually gets less points.
yeah,
Because he didn't answer the
actually,
question.
when you show up the host, you actually
If you said his
automatically
first
lose.
WrestleMania match, I would have been like, oh, it's that one. But no, that wasn't 13. It was 12.
Good call, then. Thank you. and that is correct.
This
I
is
am
all
sorry.
suspect.
I'm sorry for ruining your game.
No, you're perfectly fine.
He's very sorry. He's very
Scott-
sorry.
It's all over.
So in that round, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Wait, did I win and steal both in that last one?
Yeah,
You did get one steal and you got correct, so you got 300 points in that last question.
Christ.
2, 4, 6, 8. All right.
So pretty much Scott has it. We can move on.
I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good.
Yes, here we go. Matt Zahn, you got 700 points that round. Rab, you had 800 points that round. And Scott, you had 1,000 points that round.
Jesus.
Which is only worth about 600 Canadian.
So there you go. So
I'm
one.
confused by the fact that we had to make this into hundreds intervals when we could have just done like 1 point.
Oh, it's easier
Is it-
with the steal situation. That was much
It's
easier.
Jeopardy style and halves.
How is
and
it
shit.
easier with the steal?
Because I just half points was easier for me to do. Just
You can just
instead
be like,
But
1
half
point,
of
that's
2 is
2 points.
1.
I know, but it's just much easier for me. Just go with it, okay?
It's metric. I understand. It's, okay.
it's-
Don't listen to them.
Yeah,
Good
thank
band.
you.
Good band.
All right, so here's the standings as we go into the final round, which is the category round.
Yeah.
All right, right now Scott has the lead with 1,500. Rab is in second with 1,100, and Matt Zion is in third with 1,000.
Yeah, so it's over for
So
me.
you're down. Each question is worth 300, so it's
I thought it's
not,
over.
It's not 100% over.
Anybody's game.
I'm
so-
not beating Scott, so that's the end of that.
It's possible, but you get to pick the first category. So here are the
Alright.
categories that you get to choose
The
from.
category is
Wow, that was really good.
It's pretty good.
welcome. You're welcome.
There are 4 total. All right, here we go. You can either choose between Hell in a Cell match category,
Okay.
Elimination Chamber match category,
Okay.
King of the Ring category, or ECW category. Which
okay.
category do you choose?
Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Hell in a Cell.
You want Hell in a Cell. All right, so you're going to get 3.
category is Hell in a Cell.
The others all blend together too much. Like there's
Yeah.
too much modern era in them that I could forget something. So
Gotcha. Okay, and you're going to get each category has 3 questions worth 300 points each. So there's possibility of 900 points out of this. So
Yeah,
here you
it's
go.
not
There's no
really-
steals. It's just Matt here. All right, here we go. First question. Who won the only 6-man Hell in a Cell match back at the WWE Armageddon? What?
It's Kurt Angle.
Correct.
Yeah. Why'd you made me seem like I was wrong for a second.
I didn't hear what you said.
Just
I
like,
didn't.
he was like, what?
No,
Oh, you idiot.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, it's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. That was
Correct.
like one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches ever.
It was a good one. That's why
That
I had
was
to make sure I had to
fucking
put it. All right.
Yeah, it was-
So, that's correct. You got 300 points. Here's number 2. Question 2. Who is 0-4 in Hell in a Cell match history. They've been in 4 Hell in a Cells, and they're the only person that is 0-4 as of 2016.
Oh, God.
I think I know it.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I need a second.
There
to
are
think.
no steals. No steals.
No, yeah, there's no steals. I just need a second to think it
But I want to
through.
blurt it out when he gets it wrong.
We can do it for fun. Yeah, you can do it for fun.
You're more than welcome. Oh, my God. I don't know. Because, like, I start to think of the main event guys, and then I know they won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is disastrous. Okay, can't be him. Can't be him. Yeah, it can't be him either. Like, I'll think of one that's a possibility, and then I remember, oh, well, they didn't do that.
It's tough.
Oh, it is tough. I don't. I'm just gonna have to blurt out a guess in a second. I'm gonna go with no, because he was only in one. He wasn't in that many of them either. Jesus Christ, this is a lot harder than it seems. I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm just gonna have to blurt out a guess. I'm gonna say Kane.
Incorrect.
All right, who was it?
It's Jericho,
Foley?
right?
Mick Foley is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Not Jericho?
Nope, not
Yeah,
Jericho.
no, that makes sense. I didn't think Foley was in that many of them, and now that I think about it, he was. I was trying to think of like Kane and Foley on Raw counting as one, but I thought that ended like a no contest.
Yeah, Foley was in a bunch. I always think of Foley when I think of them, but I never think of him winning anything.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's
Yep.
true.
All right, so here's your next question.
Let me get it wrong.
All right. Kane has only won one Hell in a Cell match, which is pretty fun. Kane has only won one Hell in a Cell match.
That is hilarious.
Good thing this
Are you
wasn't.
gonna ask me the one that he won?
great production. Great production.
And it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. Who
Okay.
did he defeat?
That was when he fought Undertaker, right?
Is that your answer?
I'm gonna go with it. Why not? I don't give a fuck at this point.
That's correct. That's
All
correct.
right. I don't care. Yeah,
All
that
right.
was the one. That was like their worst match ever.
All right. So far you finished with a total of
Not good enough.
1,600. So right now you have the lead. Here
Not
we go.
good enough.
All right. So next, Rab, you're in second. So the categories for you to choose from: Elimination Chamber, King of the Ring, or ECW.
You don't get Hell in a Cell.
Yep. No Hell in a Cell.
Fuck.
ECW could be anything.
It's correct.
fuck.
And I will give you this. It's the old days ECW.
Fuck
but
that.
It's not the new shit.
So what was the other two? It was
King of the Ring and Elimination Chamber.
Oh man, that's
So
tough.
many variables in those.
There's a lot of variable. That's why I picked Hell in a Cell because
so. Is,
yeah,
but is it the King of the Ring match?
The whole
Is it
tournament, the whole
Elimination Chamber
tournament.
match.
Within the tournament. No, it's only matches within the actual tournament.
Oh god, that's so specific.
Okay, but
I would
okay,
go
elimination,
Elimination
is it Elimination Chamber match or Elimination
Match.
Chamber review?
It's the Elimination Chamber match category.
Yeah, that's the one to go with, Rab.
Only the match.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right. All
I
right.
was confident with Chamber. Shit.
All right, here we go. All right, Rab, for your first question. Who has competed in 8 Elimination Chamber matches,
Holy
only
shit.
winning one of them?
Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh.
He competed in 8.
8, and he's only won 1.
Jericho? I know Jericho's in a bunch of them and he won one.
That's correct.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Chris
That's
Jericho.
good. I was gonna say Benoit or Jericho, and then I remembered he's a killer.
Okay, so you got the first one right. Here you go. All right, question number 2. Who has the record for the most superstar eliminations inside the Elimination Chamber match at 10 eliminations?
Wow.
Fuck.
Jericho?
That is correct.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yep, that's correct.
I would have said Mike.
I just picked someone that was in a bunch of them.
I did not think when I put that in there. I was like, nobody's gonna say Jericho twice.
Don't
But
change it. Answer Jericho.
You did it. You did a good job.
Matt's
No,
been eliminated.
again.
Good
Question
luck, Rab.
3. Jericho.
Stick
All
with
right.
Scott for me.
Question
No.
3. Here we go. The ECW World Title was on the line in only one Elimination Chamber match. Who walked out with the championship?
So easy.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, come on now.
Correct.
You had 2 like semi-difficult ones and then one like super easy one.
All right.
Yeah, that was a softball.
All
See,
right.
no, don't win that one. I probably would have got the first 2 that wrong. So I'm glad I didn't have
All
this.
right, Scott. Good luck, buddy.
All right. So Scott, it's all in your hands. King of the Ring.
King of the
How
Ring.
does
I
he
don't know
have to get-
ECW. King
You
of the
didn't
Ring.
tell me what my score was.
Sorry. Your score was you got 900 out of that category. You now have 2,000.
And how many does he have to get right to beat
You-
beat Rab?
Scott has 1,500, so he needs 2 questions correct.
Okay. Oh.
Matt, what is Matt at?
Matt has 1,600.
I have to get at least one right to beat Matt. And
Yeah.
two
Yes,
to win.
1 right to beat Matt, 2
I
right
have
to win.
room for error on 1.
All right, here we go. And you said King of the Ring, correct?
Yes, please.
All right, so for the first question, here you go, King of the Ring. Who did Edge defeat in the finals of the 2001 King of the Ring to become king?
Kurt Angle.
Correct. That's correct. Kurt Angle is
Because he
correct.
also
That was
had the
pretty
street
different.
fight. Same
That was
way.
street- exactly. That was a street fight.
Yeah.
Shane-
Kurt
Shane
Angle had 2
ruined it for him.
matches.
All right. So, your next
One more.
question.
Got it.
Who did Brock Lesnar defeat in the finals of the 2002 King of the Ring to become king?
Softball.
Rob Van Dam, reigning Intercontinental
bro.
Champion, got a rematch the next month and didn't win
Me
the
and
title.
Rab had like these obscure
You
as
coulda-
fuck
you-
guesses,
you
and
picked-
you giving him like the softballest of softballs.
You pick the categories, my friend.
No, that's horse shit.
Do you want?
What's the third
I
one?
got-
The
I got all
third-
3 right, but mine were hard.
Yeah, they were really hard. Mine were not easy either, by the way.
All right. Who is the only 2-time?
Fuck it, who gives a shit?
Who's the only
You're in the
2-time
hunt.
King of the Ring winner?
Softball. Jesus Christ.
Who's the only 2-time King of the Ring winner? Scott.
Who cares?
I don't remember that one.
That's Bret Hart.
I was going to say Brett because they had the way old tournament.
Yeah, either way you won. So.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Was-
Bomber.
was it Bret?
Fuck you and your.
It was Bret.
How many eliminations did he get? Hey, who did Brock Lesnar face at the end of King of the Ring? I hate you.
I can't believe I had like the round of my life.
You did good.
Just to watch that happen.
Literally, that anybody could have picked that category.
I did
Oh,
not want the King of the Ring
It
category.
was a harder
either.
category, so I kind of I didn't say I put easier questions, but I put questions
Yeah,
I
you did.
thought would be. All right, well,
it was
do you
from
want the?
2001?
Harder category. If it has easier questions, then it's not a harder category.
I would.
Here's the
I
thing.
actually didn't.
It
like-
was from 2001 to 2002. I was watching wrestling at that point, so I knew
Yeah.
those two.
that was
Were
really good.
people really happy when Kurt Angle won the title the first time? Let us know.
All right, here. Do you guys want the ECW questions I had?
Yeah, let's just go for
Yes.
All right, so
Yes, let's hear it.
let's see if you guys would have known these.
It's still Bobby Lashley.
Guilty as Charged 2001 was the last ever true ECW pay-per-view, which saw Rob Van Dam defeat who in the main event?
Is that Rhino?
They're credible.
No, he didn't. defeat him.
Rhino
It
is
was
incorrect.
champion. Yeah, no, it's not Rhino.
Or was it
fuck.
Jerry Lynn?
Jerry Lynn would have been correct.
Yep, it was Jerry Lynn.
Yep.
No,
All right.
Rhino was last feud. That's right.
Yeah.
When ECW closed its doors in 2001, who was the final ECW World Champion?
Rhino.
That would
You
be
know,
Rhino.
Rhino.
That would be
Rhino?
Rhino.
A second ago.
That would be Rhino. All right, and the last question would have been, who is the only person to have ever won the ECW World Title in both the original ECW days and the WWE ECW
Dreamer.
days? And that would be Dreamer. Yes, that would be correct. So hold on.
So
final-
those were.
I
those
should have
were-
taken that category. That
Yeah,
would've
for
been even easier.
real.
Well, you guys got the first question wrong. You guys got the first.
Go to
one.
hell.
Ah,
Oh,
I
who
had
got
that
the most eliminations in the Elimination Chamber over the history of the Elimination Chamber? Oh, who was the last ECW champion?
No, who got the most? That was Michael's. I was thinking that was easy.
Jesus, I'd say mine was second hardest, but Rab's was fucking hard as nails.
Oh yeah,
Believe I got that shit right.
That was
Well,
good. That was good. I'm not gonna lie.
in Jericho
So,
we trust.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, Jericho was obvious, kind of obvious for the first
in
one
the
because I know he's been in a million of them.
So the final tally. Matt
I
Zion
almost said
finished.
Triple H.
Matt Zion finished third with 1,600 points.
Answer.
Rab finished second with 2,000, and Scott is your
fuck.
winner with 2,100 points.
So your system of scoring is there. It's like the current
It's just-
educational system
It's
in the
literally
United
just 100. It's
Just
not nothing
makes everybody
crazy.
feel really good. Matt, you came
Oh,
in third.
good.
You got 16,000
It
points.
just
job.
made more sense. to me.
16 million. 16 million.
Good job, Matt. Look at how smart you are.
Made
With
sense to me.
16
Then it
million points.
16
They take like their little break in the
1600.
teacher room. They're like, that fucking retard's never gonna go anywhere in life.
16 with 16
No, I think that was a
million
good mix of like hard and easier questions. I think that
I
was
hate
pretty
you.
good.
I hate you so
You may
much.
hate me, but I think that was a pretty even.
I thought it was
balance.
great.
I think that was of
points.
course.
Shut the fuck up.
Good job, Lee.
No one cares. No one cares what you think, Lee.
Lee,
job.
Lee 2.0, the winner.
That's not even.
No, Lee. Yeah, Lee won. Lee won. You know what? Congratulations, Lee.
So if you think about it, if Scott wasn't filling in, that would have been Peanuts questions. So you
Who-
guys probably would have won.
Oh my god, I would have won for sure.
Yeah, you guys would have won 100%.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have even gotten one of those right. No way.
So if you look at it this way, it's Peanut's fault you guys lost. So don't be mad at me.
I mean, I logo lost anyway, so
But congratulations, Scott. You're the
Yay.
winner.
Lee.
nothing.
If you guys enjoyed this, I would obviously love to do this again.
Oh, fucking here. Let's clear this up.
Okay, no, next time I'm putting them fucking questions
If
together.
I would love to actually
I'll
be on
rematch.
the
Absolutely.
I would love to be on the other end of this.
You know what? We're gonna do this again in a month.
It was great.
A month away. And I'm doing the questions so I can do my narrator voice.
I would love that. You actually have a really good voice for it. I'll
I'm
send
doing
you
the
the
questions so
little
I can
thing.
do narrator voice.
But,
I'll put the questions together. You know what? The scoring was pretty good. I like the scoring
It was
scheme.
pretty
That,
good.
that actually worked out. That worked out pretty well in the end.
But all right, guys. Anybody want to finish off with anything? What do you guys? Anybody?
Let's just say that Roman Reigns and AJ Styles should fight for the rest of their lives, and I've been in love with their feud right now. That's it. That's all I really
Yeah,
care
we
about.
should. Our next show will
Oh,
be
it's great.
after
really-
Extreme Rules, so we'll probably do a review on Extreme Rules.
I mean, he's not going to beat Roman. but it doesn't-
Roman won
they're-
again.
they're
And it
so-
was
they're-
boring.
He's making me like Roman though, which is really crazy. Like that's how good
That's
AJ
the point.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also like that Roman, the way he's wrestling so much smarter now. Like, watch his matches and watch how he sells things. Nobody does that anymore. Like, AJ will fucking hit his leg on something, and for the next, 2 minutes, Roman's grabbing his leg and kind of limping around. I'm like, oh, nobody does that anymore. That's amazing. Like, thank you, Roman. Like, I'm enjoying his psychology in the ring lately.
Well, I think it's gonna
Was
be a pretty
the
good
last
pay-per-view.
was the last podcast after the last paper?
It was before. We didn't do one after Payback.
We haven't done one since Payback.
Yeah, no, we haven't. This is
Okay.
our first one after Payback.
It was good, too. That was a great main event. That main event was awesome.
good. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was
There's
great.
something I didn't like about the ending. I don't know what it was.
No,
I don't know if
it's
gonna be the ending
Vince and
right,
Shane
but-
or not Vince. Shane and Steph are annoying the shit out of me already.
I don't know. I don't like the end.
That's not
I hate-
that's not even what I didn't like about. I don't something about the way Roman won I didn't like, which made me think like, oh, why even have a fucking rematch?
Well, no, that's it. Yeah, I think the logic they were going with is that AJ had him beat twice within the match, but it doesn't really hold up because he didn't beat him because they restarted the match. But the idea is that he did beat Roman twice, by DQ and by count out. So, even though he beat him at the end of the match, he still deserved a rematch, and I think that's what they were going for.
Do the
But
rematch
it's-
starting with no DQ and no count out and see
Yeah.
where that goes.
Yeah, and so, but I'm like Shane. It should just be Shane running the show. I'm tired of having a heel authority figure on the show. Like, give me a 6 months of a face, or somebody that doesn't like a William Regal. He's not a face. He's not a heel. He's just doing the right thing, like just making good matches. And they're already starting to hint, of course, that Stephanie's like finding a way to screw Shane so she can take over again. I just get Stephanie off the TV. I'm done with her.
But what if the swerve is that Shane's actually the one screwing Stephanie over and he's
no
the heel?
heels. No heels. I want them both fucking gone. Then I'm sick of
I
there
don't know.
being.
I
But
would
can't you see it already? Stephanie goes to do it and Shane did it better.
I would
And so
enjoy it.
Stephanie's the
I would
sympathetic
really enjoy that if at the end Stephanie got screwed.
Yeah, well, but I don't want the end result to be another heel figure in charge. I'm done with the heels constantly getting the upper
Yeah, but-
hand.
So
And
when
nobody
Shane
ever gets anything over on the authority ever. They never get anything over. I don't want heel like
Well,
at least
right
with
here.
Vince. Well, Vince would get his ass kicked by Austin every once in a while, and then there was an end game to it.
This is
Stephanie
true.
and Triple H have just been dominating for 2 years, and they get knocked down every once in a while, but then they get back up immediately and be like, "Oh, we're smarter than you."
like nothing happened. Well, what's going to
Yeah,
happen
I hate
here if Shane turns on Stephanie and he's the bad guy and Steph's the good guy?
That's a
Oh
really-
no! Triple H comes back all cheered and fights the evil Shane, and Triple H all
That's-
hail Triple H.
That's really dumb because Shane's getting
But-
monstrously good reactions right now.
But you can kind of see it though, right?
I
whole-
mean, I see it, but I think
That's the
King of
scary
Kings.
part is that I can actually
No,
see it. I don't
I
want to
see
see
it,
it, but
Nah, I don't see that happening.
Stephanie is too ingrained as the heel of the show. I don't think she would allow somebody to get one over on her, basically. And if she, 2 years, she's not going to now. So, I like Roman's basically acting like a heel, even though he's like doing a babyface thing at the same time. So, and I didn't think they would do that with his character. So, I mean, you never know. But Shane is over. Like, let him be over. I hate it when somebody gets over like crazy, and then like a month later, like swerve, he's a bad guy, boo him.
and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. But I'm just sick of Steph. I'm sick of her. She's amazing heel, but she never gives back, ever, under any
And the
circumstance.
one time there was a match, she won it against the Bella.
Yeah, she never gives back, and that's you're not a good heel. Like people, especially like Jim Ross gives her all this credit, and Austin says like, "Oh, she's fantastic." Like, yeah, she's a good heel on paper, but a good heel lets the babyface get one over at the end, and she
When they never
never lets them get anything over.
The audience will stop caring to see the heel get their comeuppance if they never get it. They're never going to believe they get
Yeah,
it.
and I don't feel like anybody cares to see her get her 1-ups anymore because they just don't care. Like they hate her. To me, she almost has like X-Pac heat with me right now. I just don't want to watch her anymore.
Box seat.
Yeah, but she's much better to look at than X-Pac. Come on.
Slightly.
Yeah, but she
No,
just
that's like incredible.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, I like Steph.
I like Stephanie.
give
I
it
like-
if I have to deal with another year of Stephanie in charge, I might fuck X-Pac instead.
She's pretty hot. She's pretty fucking hot.
I'm
I
totally
miss
down.
the general manager days.
I miss McFoley
Anyway.
as commissioner. That's what I miss.
No more stuff.
Commish and then Unner.
Yeah, he was the best, McFoley. But anybody else got anything to say? First of all, I would say anybody wanna follow us on Twitter, and we don't have Facebook, but Twitter is a thing. At Jobber Radio. Oh, iTunes. Yes, give us some reviews on iTunes, guys. That'd be cool. Appreciate that.
Does anyone actually download the podcast on iTunes?
Actually, yeah, our numbers are climbing up pretty good. Not gonna lie.
So like 20.
It's like
I was
20.
gonna say what?
It was 20 like 2 shows ago. It was like 23 last show. So we're doing pretty good.
All right.
But yeah, give us a follow, guys. Just search Jabba Radio.
I'm melting.
All right, guys. Well, thanks Scott for coming in and completely dominating in the trivia. Well, you won by 100. You did good though. You did really good. You did
Good
really
job, Lee.
Almost had that perfect
Hey.
first round, and they kind of cheated you out of it. They were pretty impressed.
Yes,
with
but
that.
he got
Jim
the
Duggan,
answer
Scott Hall.
wrong.
I'm
Well, he got
okay
the
with
answer
it.
wrong, and
I
then
remembered
tried
the
again
wrong part of the
afterwards.
basically.
True. And
If I hadn't said anything, I'd be like, oh yeah, Duggan did it right.
and Rab got that good third round, final round, perfect. So that was good too.
Run of my life.
But all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. So, bye. Peace.
Cheers.
Oh God, I'm melting.